What is up guys, JayFerGaming here and welcome to some more F1XL highlights. This is the Monaco Grand Prix and we're coming to the end of Season 7, 3 races to go including this one, and we have a very exciting championship battle on and also a great battle for third place as well, so there's lots up for grabs. And yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, especially in league races. You don't know what's going to happen. There could be absolute carnage at turn 1. And I haven't done a Monaco Grand Prix in a league race for quite a while. I think since Season 5, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm not the best around here in terms of pace, but I'm great at keeping it out the wall, so that could help me out. Though in qualifying, I'm going to be a little bit screwed. And you'll see here, yes, the traditional 8th place for myself and 9th for my teammate. I need to look back and check how many times we've actually done that, because that is unbelievable. But yeah, my champion rival Vidal has taken pole. I'm looking for Sigma to take the win here, because I think them two are in a league of their own for this race. And here we go, Monaco Grand Prix, and away we go. We get an awful getaway compared to everyone else. We got Frozen on our left, I think that was. No, it wasn't. It was Mad Mouse. But Splazer skips the first corner. He tries to let Pred through, but he slows down that much. He actually lets me through as well. So that's already a position gained. And it's going to be very tricky to make up position. So it's all about being patient. Because in my opinion, the other cars were going to crash. And I wasn't, if anything. Because I'm going to be calm. There's no rush. It's a long race. And we're going to keep ourselves in the running, and there's been contact already. Moshi's just hit the back of Fireman, and I take advantage of this by going round the outside of Pred, which turned to the inside. He's barging me out the way. This isn't the cleanest of driving from Pred. He's pushing me all over, seriously trying to defend his position, but luckily I get the better of him. That was interesting racing to say the least, and I pounced on someone else's mistake really, and we're coming through the no velvet chicane and we've been taken off, spun around. Yeah, it's not good. I nearly did a 360 once again, but yeah, we got taken out. At the time I wasn't sure if it was my teammate, which would have made me go insane, or Pred, but Pred did take me out. It looked a bit weird on his screen because he actually ghosted, but now we're in last place. Our teammate is pitted, so the two Williams at the back again. We've done that a couple of times this season. We've overtaken RB2 here, who once again has no pace, so I think he's had a lot of fuel glitches this race. There's a car off in the middle. Mad Mouse has spun. I wonder if he's clipped the barrier with his rear tyre then spun round. But we're making our way through the field already. On the back of Headshot. Pred's round as well. See what I mean? I will keep it out the barrier. Or we'll see if I can. And Headshot, I don't know, he made a little bit of a mistake there. And it looked like he actually got it out of the way of me. He did that in Singapore as well. So I don't know if we have like a special connection and he's just going to keep letting me through. And once again, there's contact. Fireman's been into the barrier. He's lost his front wing and he's going to need to pit now. It looks like he's letting me through, but I don't know what this is. He nearly forces me into the wall, but I see it coming. And that's another position gain. We're up to 7th place already. And I say it before every Monaco Grand Prix, you don't have to be the quickest round here to win this race. You just need to keep it out the barrier. Though I don't think I'm going to win this race, but I followed Blaze around for about a lap. I was clearly much faster than him, because he was taking weird lines at some points of the track, but I just couldn't overtake. I didn't want to take a crazy risk and put myself in the barrier. There's no point. And now we're going to get a great run out the final corner. Well, we've got the outside line. DRS Rich Mix. Can we get this done into turn 1? This is going to be so risky. Turning in. Are we going to get taken out? No, we're not. What a move. I absolutely love that move. That could be contender for a move of the season. To be fair, I needed Blaze to cooperate with me. He did cut the corner. And you can see from the replay, I actually hit the apex pretty perfectly as well. Slightly wide, but Blaze does cut the corner, and yeah, luckily in a way, but great skill as well from both of us. And now up to 6th place. I'm about to lap the guy who took me out on the first lap. Bit of karma here, but yeah, the two McLarens are really slow. I don't know what is that an attempt of letting me through Pred, because he kind of blocked the track there. And yeah, I lapped both of them, and it took a few laps, but I had some pretty good pace. I was catching these two by a second a lap, so that kind of suggests that Frozen is faster. Splays is faster than Frozen at this moment. I thought about going into the pits and getting the undercut, but I thought it's slightly too early, and we are in 6th. And Splays has gone off into the barrier. He must have broke too late there. There was a bit of lag, so I couldn't completely see what was going on, but see what I mean. Keep it out the barrier and you'll make positions. Up to 5th already. on the back of Frozen, who seems to be pretty slow at this moment. And we're going to go up to Richmond because we've actually got a great run in the tunnel. We're going to go for a risky move up the inside into the Novell chicane. And we've got it stuck. Great race in there once again. I can't remember the last time I actually overtook someone into that chicane because it's so tricky on this game. And there's not a lot of room at all, but we're up to 4th already. What a recovery this has been. And actually, Moshi's is ahead of us. I thought that was a back marker at first, but Moshi's is having a fantastic race, and I thought, I'm going to go for the undercut here. But Moshi's decides to pit at the same time. So, I'm going to have to overtake him on the track, if anything. And this should be our one and only pit stop, unless we get some damage. So, on to the primes. Solid stop, 2.4, a little bit too slow. But I'm continuing on here. Look at Moshi's. That must have been the quickest stop of all time. Because he's jumped like 5-6 seconds ahead. But weirdly, since the latest patch, there's something going on with this game in terms of desyncing in the pits. It's weird. And Codemasters seem to fix something and then wreck something else at the same time. How do they do it? Unbelievable, Codemasters. But now on the back of Moshi's, and we are trying to overtake him. We do catch up in the first half of the lap. But into this chicane, you'll notice he does cut the corner. And I actually looked on the website and someone had put a ticket in about him corner cutting, so I thought I probably should provide evidence of that. This time I do slightly cut it, but that was probably because I went in too deep. But there's a number of instances here, and it's kind of unfair on myself because I'm taking it properly and I'm losing out, and it's not on really. But you can see it happens like 4 or 5 times in a row. But this time I'm getting closer and closer. He's not getting as much of an advantage as he has on the first few occasions. But this time we've got a great run. But he moves across. Kind of a weak defense move, I don't know. But we finally get the run onto the start-finish straight. Going on to lap 25. This is our best opportunity. He doesn't defend it, which surprised me. I thought he was going to move across. But up the inside, he leaves us room. We have to kind of cut the corner there. Because 2 cars side by side into turn 1 is very tricky. As I showed earlier on with Blaze, because one car has to cut the corner there if they're going to get the move done, and that was a pretty decent move overall. And now, talking about back markers letting you through, I'm quite far behind Frozen, and he just thinks, screw it, I'm letting this guy through. So thanks to Frozen for that. I didn't expect that. That was actually very kind. And for the rest of the race, I was lonely. I was miles behind Vidal and Sigma, who have absolutely dominated this race as expected. But I'm going to come home in 3rd place. I was cruising for the last 9 or so laps because I was that far behind the front two that even if they crashed and made a pit stop, they'd still come out ahead of me. So coming to the line, cruising to the line, we're celebrating because I'm so happy with that performance. Last to 3rd, brilliant result, and you can see there Sigma took the win, which is great for my championship. Vidal only gained 3 points on us, and in terms of the constructors, my teammate Warder finished 6th, so great performance from him. And we scored 1 more point than Red Bull, which is key for their constructors battle. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more F1XL highlights, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.